here. So, Lynn from LL Woodworks and I are coming together and doing a tips video. I am going to give you a few tips and Lynn will give you a few tips, and then you can jump on over to his channel where we're going to do it all again with some different tips. So here we go with some tips. When I first started doing Intarsia, I really didn't know anything about anything. So I ended up ordering a bunch of blades online, not really knowing what I was ordering or doing or anything. But now, since I've done it for a little while, I have discovered that it's really, really nice to use a blade that is made for a certain thickness of wood. And I have this little chart right here, which is really nice because it gives you the universal number, and then it gives you some other information about the blades, such as the teeth per inch. But it tells you what the thickness of wood should be that you're using the blade for, and I think that's really, really helpful. I have another chart that I got, and I'm noticing that there are some differences in like TPIs between the universal numbers, but the cutting thicknesses tend to be about the same between all the different brands of blades. So what I did is I went through and I am organizing my blades per what they can cut. So these blades are cutting up to 1/8 of an inch, and these up to 3/8 of an inch. There I have them now all arranged into 5 different thicknesses of wood, and I have some patterns cut out and ready, and I'll show you that this is 3/8 inch, this is 3/8 inch, this is 1/2 an inch, and this is 3/4 of an inch. So quite a different variety of wood. And unlike other woodworking, when doing Intarsia, the thickness really doesn't matter when you start out because you're going to be changing the thickness and the shape of each piece anyway. But I am just noticing when I use the correct blade for the correct thickness, it really makes a difference. So I hope that helps.
Our next tip has to do with gluing 2 pieces of wood together, whether you're building a piece of furniture, a shelf, or even a pen blank. But if you ever tried to glue 2 pieces of wood together, and once you get your glue on it, your wood glue on it, Type Bond 2, whatever you're using, and when you put clamps on it, they misalign or they slip. Let me show you an easy way to stop that from happening. You know, we've all done it. We've all had 2 pieces of wood that we're going to glue together on face to face or even on side grain, and they slip, and then you don't find out until you're ready to until you take it out of the clamps. Well, easy way to keep that from happening. So once you get your glue on it, you know, you've got glue on both surfaces, and here's the issue. When you put a clamp on it, it wants to do this. Well, just take a little bit of table salt, just a couple of grains of table salt. You put it back together, and the table salt will help reduce that risk. See there, they didn't slip at all, and it'll dissolve away. You'll never know it's there. So there you are, a little table salt, just a few grains, doesn't take much, but it increases that surface friction, keeps them from slipping. And you know what else you can use it for? When used responsibly, it's pretty good on your popcorn too.
I agree with you on that one, Lynn. I have started putting blue tape on my pieces of wood and then putting my pattern pieces onto the blue tape. I have really enjoyed doing it this way because the tape comes off of the wood really easily. There are some disadvantages to the blue tape, and Lynn in the next video is actually going to talk about that. So he has an even different tape that he uses when he does this type of a thing.
Well, there's a product out there that I've discovered that I really like. It's called Scroll Sawers Tape. and it's a two-sided tape, and it is just real easy to use. It's two-sided tape, and you take a piece and you stick it onto your wood, and then you peel it off, peel the top layer off. And here's what I like about it. It's transparent, so you can see your grain. If you're doing some intarsia or you're doing some other segmented scroll sawing and you want to see which way your pattern is setting on your grain, you can see the grain through the tape, and you can position your pattern accordingly, however you see the grain there. If you put blue masking tape over it, you still get an idea of where your grain is, but you can't see it exactly. This way you can see your grain. Your pattern is held down nice and firm. You've got the tape, which serves as a lubricant to help lubricate the blade. And then here's the best part of it. When you get your object cut out, it's just as easy as just pulling it off. No residue, you've got your piece, and you've got your pattern. Scroll Sawer's Tape. You can see it on Amazon. That's really a nice product for you scroll sawers. Well, I hope you found these tips useful.
Me too.
And we're glad that you tuned in. We're glad that you're watching. And I want to thank Cy for having me on.
And thanks for the great idea, Lynn, and the great videos.
And until next time, be creative, be thoughtful, and be safe.